you have been slowly revealing your power to this world, and it's coming through the form of awareness of yourself, awareness of this construct and your interconnectedness to all things. But you are a fractal of awareness that has not only become conscious of itself, so you've begun to behave very, very differently, and you're no longer reinforcing the same expectations that those around you have had based off of unconscious wounds or ways of navigating this realm. Instead, your intention is something that's really anchoring you during this time, and I'm hearing your intention when it comes to really getting to know yourself, and I'm seeing like an unfoldment or unraveling and really getting to know. And it doesn't feel like a getting to know, but coming back into alignment with what your intentions were for this lifetime. And as you do that, I'm seeing like a adhesion or almost like a head and heart coherence as well that's happening, where there's conscious creation. You're mastering your relationship with matter because you've mastered your mind. You master the way that you think about yourself in this realm and your interconnectedness to all things, and you're mastering your emotions. So it's shifting the way that you relate to your journey on earth emotionally. And that's literally leading to a different kind of relationship that you have to your life on earth, a different kind of relationship that you have to this physical construct and realm. Okay, because you're not falling into the illusion of the physical or the illusion of separation. So this is beautiful, right? Let me go ahead and share with you the messages that we have also in a wonderful location right now. Okay, let me show you real quick. I mean, we literally have the triad right here as well. We're right by Templo de la Luna. So again, it's really interesting because the first card that we have is the Moon Maiden, New Beginnings, which is basically, it talks about you have gone through this waning and waxing cycle. And now you're shining unapologetically in the sky as the moon does. Now, the moon is also something that greatly impacts and influences all beings of water, right? Or who are made up of water. If you think about the gravitational pull effect, I'm also seeing like a gravitational effect that you have where you can easily draw other fractals of awareness into your orbit and they become conscious of something. It's like they may not see themselves the same after interacting with you. I didn't think this energy was going to be surrounding your energetic signature, but I guess it's turning into that. But anyway, this is about those skills, those abilities that you've been quietly cultivating behind the scenes are ready for the limelight. And as you demonstrate this to the world, there's no doubt that you have in your mind of the power that you're about to unleash. And it talks about that waning, internal, introspective, secretive phase that you had been going through was necessary because it protected what was close and precious to your heart. But the time has come to arrive in this full splendor and really reveal something to the world. And I feel like you're revealing a new face, a new facet of yourself that's kind of been aching to be shown. And it reminds me of I was talking to someone about a diamond, and you are a diamond. So there's this awareness that you've formed under pressure over time, right? And you're a multi-dimensional being. So diamonds have many different facets, not just one. And we can get caught up in one facet, one face, one identity, right? That we've shaped due to a certain experience that we've allowed to shape us. And as you zoom out, you realize that none of it matters and you are the diamond as a whole. And there's different dimensions within you that you can bring to the surface. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. So Magician Sword, confidence in your magic as well. This talks about, this is not basically a tool for contemplation. It's a tool that requires action, and there's certain belief systems that you're going to be cutting yourself from, right? Like freeing yourself from, so that you can really release not just this into the world, but yourself. That's what it feels like. And then you have Poise. Poise is an incredibly auspicious card. It talks about you have every reason to feel at your best, confident, right? Because you're stepping into just a very prosperous season. And then you also have Sun. So Sun is about new beginnings, also creativity and source, right? The one infinite vibrating orb of plasma. That's what the sun and the moon are. Fractalizing itself into infinite states of awareness that have become conscious of itself, and it's really about your interconnectedness to all things. It's about you being a child of light, sourced from this plasma, right? Sourced from this wisdom, and you've returned to that wisdom. and now you're acting upon it. And it's interesting because it's come out with anxiety, and anxiety basically talks about someone feeling like there's been a lot of chaos in their life, but there's a cosmos within it. There is a secret ordering to what has, felt disorderly to them. And it also talks about, even though this person's worried, right, there could be a fractal dimension within yourself that has been experiencing some kind of level of fear. The storm is passing, and it does bring about a beautiful sun rays. So this is clarity that you're gaining after a moment of upheaval. That's what I'm seeing, but it was designed to reveal certain things to you. Let me also go ahead and read the sun for you, because again, it's an incredibly auspicious card. It's about great creativity and new beginnings. The sun brings blessings to earth, and this card portends blessings in your own life as well. And the sun emits photons, right, which is light and information. And it's almost like the information in which you're receiving is bringing this kind of blessed perspective, which is aligning you with timelines that hold those blessings as well in the external. So this is new life in the spring and summer. This is a time for new beginnings, the onset of nurturing, new light in your life, the light of the divine inspiration and personal growth. This card often marks a time of great creativity, bringing the culmination of an important new project, such as the birth of a baby, writing, publication of a book, or even the birth of a new you. Now is the time to put your energy into expressing your truth vision. Visualize the light of the divine love pouring into your heart and mind like the rays of the sun, bringing inspiration, growth, abundant blessings. See the future as you want to create it, and know that the sun is shining on your intentions now. So there's something that's being illuminated to you, and the birth of a new you is almost like the egg, which is a shell of who you've been, right? Certain belief systems, and you're bursting out of your own skin in that way. You're bursting out of the limitations that you had adopted moving through this existence, and also the limitations that you had accepted or taken on as your own. And it's leading to a more expanded version of yourself, because you're expanding your perspective of what you thought was possible. I think I just saw a condor. That bird was huge though, so it's allowing you to ascend into higher frameworks of viewing this existence. And you also had 1313 about clarity, so let me go ahead and read it real quick. Clarity is you gaining clarity for the storm that has just passed. And clarity can be felt faster than lightning is seen against the dark sky. The divine is reminding you that clarity is readily available. All you have to do is ask. You've weathered the storm, and now the sky is clearing. So loving energy is surrounding you, and you've learned how to love yourself at every stage of your evolution and all fractals and dimensions of you. That's what I'm seeing it as, right? It's like you're loving yourself even for the unconscious, during those unconscious times. And then you have growth. So this is a huge growth sprout, right? It's like, I don't mind the rain sometimes, because that's the only way that roses bloom. The rain is actually something that's nourished you. And then spiritual awareness is opening up for all that you're ready to see. Your destiny is being fulfilled. Keep your intentions pure with your eyes looking ahead, and you will continue to increase the growth that is there. So you're growing into a new life. That's what it feels like within this lifetime. You're growing into a new relationship that you have, not just with this vessel and how it's nourishing the soul's journey, but there's a different kind of, even like mindset that you're outgrowing. That's also what it feels like. Your first Cosmos Oracle message is Proton. So Proton talks about the fundamental of a nucleus that you can see at the center. And it talks about going from the small to large with total positivity. It's the Greek word for the first. So it feels like this is the first lifetime that you're coming back into this alignment. And it's a positive electrical charge that you're sending out or emitting. And it's a fundamental part of all atoms. So this is happening at the core of your being. The next message you have is telescope. So telescope is about seeing much further than the human eye can. And I'm seeing this as a multidimensional being, or shifting through these different dimensions or filters of viewing this reality, where you may see it through the lens of the human, which could be limits, it could be restrictions, it could be belief systems that distort the way that you see yourself and also your potential in this realm. And then you're also seeing it from the limitless self, right? You're seeing it life through the lens of the cosmic self. And with the telescope, this one basically says intuition making zoom in, increased vision. And you're part of a microcosm and also a macrocosm, right? So it's telling you to basically zoom out so that you can see something clearly. And I feel like it's not just this lifetime, but it's every lifetime that's led you here as well. So this is about seeing further than the human eye can. It refers to the inner telescope, the mental power to see beyond what our eyes are able to. We know that there are plenty of planets out there and we're unable to see them if we don't use a telescope. We know that there are energies around us, and if we use our inner telescope effectively, we'll be able to see them too. So it's how you're guiding yourself through all other extensions of you as you move through these different planes of consciousness, which are different qualities of thoughts and also emotions, which allow you to access each one of these dimensions, which is not spatial concepts, they're frequencies that you would tune into. There's other beings and extensions and manifestations of yourself, maybe spirit guides, archangels, that also occupy those realms, and there's a co-creation that will happen through countless life forms of the one. And then your next message is stratosphere, and stratosphere basically talks about everything being in harmonic order. There is a balance that's being sustained even under the illusion of separation. And then you also have solar flares. So something that was previously withheld is going to be released. There is something that you're going to be released that you've been kind of holding back from doing or moving towards, and it's because of sudden insights that you're going to be gaining or support that you're going to realize has always been accessible to you. So stratosphere talks about peace and protection that life can bring you, and life on earth would not be possible without it, especially not this quality. It also talks about it's a space of a perfect dynamic and constant temperature where you'll find no storms or turbulence. So this is putting yourself in the eye of the storm. It talks about the ozone layer of the earth, which is the intangible aspect, just the one that you cannot see. It reminds you of Neptunian gases. So it's not something that you can touch, but it's something that you almost, how I said, it's like something that you gravitate towards because of the mystery, because of the unknown. And it's your connection to a higher power that is seated within you. So this internal connection is going to lead to a connecting point with very expansive timelines. With that being said, I'm going to love any of you guys right there. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, do consider subscribing. We'd love to have you around. Personal reading details also down below. Also check out Otter Spirit if you guys are looking for some high quality AA grade jewelry. $1 of the proceeds are donated towards otter sanctuaries. And until next time, bye!